Oh Lord. Tide ho. Oh Lord. Ho tide. Lord. Oh my. Wait a minute. Oh Lord. Hey guys.
Hey.
We're back.
Yes.
Well, not back. Well, technically back. Yeah, technically.
Back.
How's everything on your end?
Everything's going fine. I think me and you talked for I think when the last time we recorded we was doing different things.
And a positivity thing?
Yeah.
What's the update on yours?
Well, actually I got my new book. I had to bring my new book. I wanted to
let me see it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Don't open it because I ain't got nothing in it.
Yes. Let's say that. Yeah. I love this.
Yes.
My sister had saw one at Target and it said something about shit I'm grateful for, something like that. It was something like that. And it was basically about like writing. You know how like I'm talking about my positivity journal and where every day I write something.
Mine is not more fancier than this one.
Oh, well, we found that on sale, so you know how that is.
This is really, really neat.
I know. I had to put it together and all that. It's a Lego. It's a Lego kind of one, but you put letters on it and stuff like that. It's really beautiful. Fun.
I like it.
But I like yours too. This is really cute. Yes. I like the scheme of it and everything like that. Can I open it?
No, we can open it in the middle because I did put something in the front, but I'm not really ready to share that.
Oh, well, I didn't want to see all that. I just wanted to, because I had saw a little bit, like, I had kind of sort of opened it and I saw this. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, that's cute. But it's like, it says ABCDEFUCKU. And I think that's really cute. That's actually very cute.
Yeah.
I like how it's set up and everything too. Like, really nice. Do you have a pen?
Yes, I have one at home.
Do you have one that's like that you would use exclusively for this?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get one because I had bought these.
You don't have to worry about all that. I'll help you out.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Pick one. I have a bunch of them in there.
Some penmanship over here. Okay.
Right.
Luna, get out of here. Not Luna, Kubo.
Kubo. And he sure did listen.
If y'all hear a bell, you guys, that is my dog Kubo.
Yes, he's our guest star for today.
Yeah.
He's sitting with us. You know, he was watching the show.
Mm-hmm. It was.
Who's this? Oh, this is Momo's church. I can't give that to you. Sorry about that.
No, you're okay. Well, basically, it's
you didn't see any of the ones that you like? Any of those?
I really want to write down my goals and just different things. I really want to just express myself. I didn't want it to be just a set thing that I was gonna do in it, but I just really want to start back writing again, and I haven't been writing in a long time. One time I write is when I'm at work when I gotta write down dates and stuff like that. So I
noticed that, like, especially lately, we don't really write when like when you think about your life at this point.
Yeah,
you write even less than you did when you were like in college, high school, and all that. Mm-hmm. Like when you were in school, you wrote. Like you had to write. That was your thing. How's this one? Do you like this one?
Oh, that's perfectly fine. Is it a gel pen? Let me see.
Here, right on here. Right on here. Just if it's ugly, you don't have to worry about it sitting in your thing. Does it not write?
Yeah, it writes. But I need something that's just gonna be glamorous.
Okay.
I want like pretty much a gel pen.
So like this.
Hold on. Yeah, but I need something I can be able to see.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's all I have. All these other ones are kind of like.
I'm trying to find this pen. One of my coworkers have
pencil.
A pen. It's just like.
I wish I had a nicer one. All the rest of them are okay. If you like that one, you can go ahead and have that one.
Let me see.
No. All right.
Don't worry. I'm gonna
figure it out.
Get one, but I really want it to be an open thing of me just jotting down my ideas and stuff like that, and just kind of curving out.
So kind of like a journal diary sort of thing, where you just kind of like write your emotions and your feelings and stuff like that.
I wouldn't even say that. I just want just random thoughts that come in my head and what I want to do and. Just where I'm at and what I'm feeling and stuff like that. So, you know.
So is this
some things for the podcast I can write down.
Is this going to be your new book? How to be a success?
Oh, girl. I don't know what they were talking about.
I know.
But we would get on that.
Yeah. But mine's is going good too. I had accidentally had a moment where I had a misstep.
Well, you got sick and everything, so.
Well, no, it wasn't that. Oh. It just was like one day I just didn't do it. And it was like, next thing I know, it was Thursday. You know, like it was Monday, I didn't do it. And then next thing I know, it was like Thursday, Friday or something like that. And I was like, oh, shoot, I need to get to doing it because I do not want to not do it. But I feel like still, even with me not doing it that one day, it wasn't a big deal. You know, like, you know how like usually when you have a goal in mind, if you miss out on one day, it's a big deal to you. Yeah.
Because I think the point is you feel like if you miss one day, you feel like you're not going to continue. Yeah.
It's like all this pressure that I put on myself afterwards. Where it's like, I'm not going to do this again. Next thing I know, I'm going to fall into this. Next thing I know, I'm going to do this. And it's like, to me, it's like this has been kind of like my experience in trying to avoid falling into the pit of depression and feeling like I'm not doing anything with my life. Yeah. So it's like been a lot of just dealing with that. Because, by the way, guys, I do kind of suffer through depression like that. So
also,
it's like
me too. I think we all do in a certain way. I think a lot of people do not like to,
especially us as Black people. Yeah. We the medical field is something we're scared of, and I mean, there's a logical reason because of the situations that happened. Not Tuskegee. It was a situation where they used to the guy who does who modernized the OBGYN stuff like that. He used to perform surgeries and stuff like that and do things to Black women. Like he would just perform on Black women without their consent. So it's like you had stuff like that. And then you had these doctors who people would go in for a checkup. Black people went in for a checkup and they came out and it turns out that they had syphilis or something like that. And it was like doctors giving them diseases and stuff. So it's like, I get why we as Black people are kind of leery. Of trusting the medical field, and then you also have to think about the fact that we have this mindset that, you know, I'm not sick, or I could pray it away, you know, that kind of thing. Like what's his name mentioned, which we'll get into in a little bit later. But we have that mindset, so that's why a lot of the medical field is not a lot of Black people. You don't see a lot of Black people involved in either being in the medical field or going to the medical field for help. So, yeah, it's just one of those things. But, yeah, I do suffer through it, and it's something that I had to figure it out. And then also have, like, anxiety a little bit with certain... But it's, like, it's not heavily there, but it's, like, certain situations will cause it.
Can I stop you for just 1 second?
Okay, go ahead.
I'm still on the point what you're talking about, but I think a lot of people feel like they need a doctor to determine if they're depressed. Are they going to
and that's the thing is I didn't, but
people was like, was you diagnosed? It's like,
oh well, no, not even just that, but you also have to realize like some Black people, it's like, okay, ADHD. That's the thing that people have to deal with, and that's where you're kind of like, you know, hyper, where you can't focus, where it's like a lot of things going on in your mind. A lot of Black people at one point in time, and kind of something that still do, feel like it's a, well, you just need to whoop him and he'll sit down. Or, well, you just need to, his daddy's not around. Because, you know, they used to say it was, ain't no daddy around, something like, it was something like that. ADHD, it was something like that, like where it was like, ain't no daddy around. That's why he has ADHD, because they don't have their dad. They don't have a 2-parent home kind of thing. So it was like, it was a lot of things. That's why you would notice that a lot of people didn't trust these things. Like, and that's, you know what, I have to think about, we need to kind of look into that, because there's certain, like, I'm thinking about my cousin, and he might have something in that lane of ADHD, because he has that kind of, he doesn't focus and stuff like that. So this is like just thinking about it. Like, it's just like, does he? And I wish he could get that looked into, because...
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. I hope he could get that looked into, but my uncle is not that type of person. He's one of those... self-medicate, or I got it, you know, like I can deal with it, that kind of thing, or it takes a village. But it's like, we can't do all these things for you. You have to look into it yourself. You have to research this yourself. That kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So it's one of those. But yeah, like we have that. That's what I noticed with the Black community, where we're kind of leery of trusting the medical field. Although I'm really proud of my other cousin. You already know who I'm talking about. I know you don't really particularly care for this cousin, but she has a son that deals with autism. And I'm really proud in that she's like been really headstrong in, I'm going to learn what it's about. I'm going to learn how to help him. I'm going to look into what doctors are in the field. I'm going to look into what he needs. I'm going to look into making sure he's happy and comfortable and healthy. And she's been really, I'm really proud of her in that aspect, because, that's like something that you don't see a lot. Okay, like a lot of people
who knew that happened, but I mean, I never say.
I know you don't care for her. I'm just saying it's nothing. No, you guys, it's nothing to do with it, baby. I love him. Tired Ho has met him a couple of times, and he didn't say anything negative. So it's not. There's no any of that. It's just her. And that's a whole separate issue from this. It's a whole separate thing. But yeah, it's like I'm really proud of her in how she's handling it, and how she's like, this is who he is. This is my son. This is my baby, and I'm going to take care of him. Mm-hmm. And I've been really proud of her in that aspect and all that. I just wanted to say that just to bring it up, because it connects,
Yeah,
it connects, you guys. It's a part of it,
Yeah.
So your birthday passed.
Yes. It was cancer season.
It was a blur. It was a very dark, depressing blur. And it's still a dark, depressing blur. All right.
I enjoyed it. My boyfriend was there for me. And
what did you guys do? If you want to talk about it.
We he took a whole week off. I had took like 4 days off.
Oh, look at you.
Well, actually, I took 2 days off. It lined it up with me being off at my other job, and I really enjoyed myself.
They went to a leather bar.
We didn't went to a leather bar. I was just kidding. What? I had to think about it. No, we didn't.
I'm kidding. Yes.
And we actually went out to eat with my sister and my dad and my mom.
How was that?
That was interesting, because my boyfriend really never sat down or really officially really met them. So it was kind of like
Did you introduce him as your boyfriend, or how did you?
They kind of know. They kind of know. I don't even think I really. Yes, I think I did introduce them to him, but I never, I guess, say boyfriend. But they know who he is. So when we sat down, so it wasn't awkward. I mean,
it's gonna be. It's always gonna be like those first meetups, or just period. Like,
well, I think for them, I guess for me, I'm saying for me, I wasn't awkward with the
Oh, I thought
I would never put him in a situation
where you felt like he would be uncomfortable.
Yeah, to be uncomfortable.
That's good. Yeah.
And that's all. Let them calm down. So I would never have you in a situation. But I understand that when you first that's like even
that's a big deal. Family. That's a big deal, because it's like that's you're serious. We're serious.
Yeah.
So I get why he was like kind of nervous. I get that. I can understand totally.
Yeah, and he really made it a special day for me. So I really really appreciate that. And then after that, we went to the hookah bar. We actually went to this one that was like kind of like I don't think it was Indian. I think it was Arab or something. And we went in there and we all sat down. Of course, not with my parents. It was just me, my 2 friends, and my boyfriend. And we sat down, and then we was like, yeah, where's the drink menu? Like, we was flipping the little menu around, and it was like, we don't have alcohol beverages. And when I tell you, we all got up at the same time when he finished that
statement.
Yeah, we was like, well, thank you. We really appreciate it. So
that was fun. This was nice. This was really nice.
So we went to this grand spot, which was beautiful, and we really had a good time, and I really did. So, and I think even after that, it's just like I said, I really want to start doing things for me. I did cut off my social media. I did start watching things, especially on YouTube, where I was watching a lot of celebrities and just chaotic stuff. You don't know how the things that you watch and that you entertain, it affects you a lot. It actually
does. It actually does. Like, it actually really, not only emotionally, it changes. It's kind of like, yeah, like, not only just emotionally does it change, does it affect you, but it's like, it's draining to you as a person. It's just like, I'm sitting here engaging in something that has nothing to do with me and putting energy into a lot of negative. Because a lot of times, especially like with apps like the Shade, well, not apps, with pages like the Shade Room and stuff like that, it's negative. That's all you're seeing. So it's like, yeah, it gets really tiring. It gets really exhausting. It gets really just like, oh my God, I need a break. I need a moment to get away from this. So yeah, it's one of those.
I feel like what I'm doing is I don't want to turn my mind from what's really going out there in the world, but it's at the point when you need a break and you need to recharge, and certain things are not important. Yes. You know, I can say that I've seen a lot of celebrities and just people in general in life doing things and shameful things and rude on the internet, disrespectful comments, and that really used to upset me because I'm like, you know, it's a lot. And even today,
although, can I just add on that we are actually going to be talking about something that's a lot of that?
Yes, but
it's something. It's something. Well, yes. Let's say this: we're doing this because we enjoy it.
Exactly. Well, actually, I feel like you can entertain some fun quality. It's just not a lot. It's just like, come on now. You know, so
some of it just be like, girl.
And plus we was already in, so you know.
Oh yeah, we were. Listen, when we first started, we were way in. We were we were already in first episode. It was just, it was too late.
It was even today. I was at work and I had came on and. My coworker was all day always because, you know, we work in the area that's in front of the store and we're all chilling and talking. And I come in and next man I know is one of my coworkers was like, you know, you disrespected me or whatever case it may be.
To you?
No, saying this guy disrespected her.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, by me being, of course, a guy and, you know, a sexy guy. No, I was like, sir. I'm like, I didn't spoke to him. I spoke to her in front of her. And said, in front of him, and said, is there a problem? Do we have a problem here?
Yeah.
And then she was like, no, we don't have a problem. I said, okay, because I just want to make sure. So she had walked off. So I'm getting, you know, getting myself settled in. I'm, you know, coming in, getting my things together. And then next minute I noticed he just started talking reckless by the mouth. And like, you know, these women, these females and stuff like that. So I'm just looking like, okay, you only got a time frame. You know how the hourglass is? You know, I turn that, you know, so and it's a small one. And I'm like, okay, don't go there. So
I stopped. I diffused the situation. That wasn't meant for you to come at me and talk reckless like you're doing right now. That was meant for me to end the situation.
Yeah.
So you can carry yourself on.
Because my coworker already left. The one that who said, so he just was just talking amongst himself. So they had this lady that was there. She was pregnant. She had her child with her. And they just sitting there eating their food and stuff like that. So I'm still just like, okay. And then he was like, yeah, you know, that's my daughter. And the woman just looking like, what? And then, you know, of course she's telling the daughter, like, don't, you know, worry about that. Don't change. Just look at me.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you know, I was like, oh no! I said you need to stop right now. I said I don't know what's going on, but leave them alone.
Yeah.
And at that moment, it was more. Of course, I was going to defend these people, but at the same time, I was so hurt because it's like people like that in the world.
Yeah.
To mess with people and. For that lady, I can just imagine how she felt defenseless. I mean, she's pregnant. Like, what was she like? She really.
If you were to say something, if he was to try to do something like grab her kid, like if he were to try to grab her kid, it's just she's pregnant. Yeah. How's she gonna do this?
And she was like pregnant, like she like so. It really upset me, and I was like, you know, how dare you? So. I wanted to make sure I got approval to be able to get him removed from the store. Like, I was going to remove him. Because I was like, you're not going to do this. And plus, I had my other coworker. And she's a small little frame girl. I'm like, I'll be right back. So, I told them by the time I noticed the girl that he had got into with at first, she already called the people from the back. So, we all just huddled up around him like, you need to go.
Yeah.
And everything. I told my coworker that was work. I said, "Come behind the counter or go over there because we don't know this man and we don't know how it's gonna get rid of."
Because if he's doing all this, that's something.
Yeah, he kept on saying he was a gangster. And then the lady that she's part of our AP team, she was like, "Oh, hold my purse," because he said he. So we was about to get crazy with him, and it the whole time, I think I was just so emotional about it because I'm like, it's like I say, it's people like you in the world that take advantage of people because you feel like you got an upper hand on them because you're a man. And then me finding
and then it's like not only that, but you're just loud. So it's like you are doing this like commanding kind of situation where you're just like loud and trying to be big and bold. So yeah, of course that's a fear. And then it's like women that's fearful. That's like a scary situation.
Yeah.
To deal with somebody who's going to do something like that.
A lot of people don't stand up. And I feel like some people would just let that just right, and I was like, no, I can't have that. Not in my aura, and you know. So it was. We got them out the store. Long story short, and it's just that's just how I don't know really why I was so emotional about that, but I think that's just what it's about. It's
because it's like to see that in action and think about this is what women keep talking about when they say men are garbage. This is it.
Yeah, he was just calling them garbage, and she said he was doing that the whole time. And all that, and it took for me to come into work to, you know, stop whatever he had going on. Like, you're not going to do that here. So I was proud of myself for that, and that it was very positive. So it was a negative situation, but it turned out positive.
The end result, yeah, I got you.
But
I got you.
Ever since like I say, I gave up this watching, you know, negativity and definitely off social media, I've been feeling very much happier, and I've really been performing much better. I've been very more nicer than I usually have been. So I mean, when I eventually got into that, so I'm very proud of myself, and I'm very proud.
Well, that's good.
Enjoy.
Okay, look at you.
Even though I watch this chaos, I am still gonna try to keep a positive message.
We're saying something positive, and then the rest of the episode is gonna be trash. Yeah. But anyways, I'm a Lord.
And I am Todd Ho.
And this is a T.O. show.
Yes, it is.
But yeah. So now that we're done with the positive, we were trying to give you guys something positive, something joyful. Yeah. So tell them what we're here for.
We're here for a Chasing Atlanta reunion
season finale.
Season
2. Yeah, you're right.
I know. Okay.
No, season finale, season 2. Yeah. Okay, so I just want to start off first by saying they need mics. Everybody needs mics. They need a bigger budget
this year than last year.
Oh
yes, I would say.
Yes.
So
yes, they did do better, but they need mics. They need mics because some of it during the reunion and even during the episode, I was like, "What?" I'm like,
I was listening, so I think I've caught. Okay. A lot of things. So I guess you want to start something light, and then we'll hit on the strong stuff. We could do that. So what you want to start off with?
Okay, let's start off with the fact that everybody did look kind of nice.
Like even Akeem, and we're gonna give him that.
We're gonna give him his roses. Akeem looked nice today. He looked really nice. Like that was a really nice choice. That was a good choice. Yeah. Do stuff like that.
And he's finally admitted that he's 40. So that we knew that.
Sweetie, we looked. We have eyes.
Okay. And it was so again, Sky wasn't there, even though he was a part of the cast. So that's why I need to know.
I think Sky was done.
Yeah,
Sky let y'all know that y'all not gonna talk to me in your kind of way. It would have been like that. It would have been a lot of that. But let's see. Sky wasn't there. A lot of people came in late, and I've noticed that they've been doing that a lot, which is interesting. You know, it's not bad. Like, it's not like, oh God, but it's like, okay, y'all keep doing this. Like, I wish I would schedule things.
Well, of course, we know queens do not know how to come in on time.
Wow.
You know, come
on. Homophobia. The homophobic jumped out. No, but yeah, that's actually true. He's not wrong.
Yeah, you know, they want to be fashionably late.
Oh, they do, and
sometimes you be like, you could have just came with everybody.
You didn't even. You should have just not came.
Am I being shady?
Well, that too. Either one.
Girl, bye.
Either one. That's fine. But yeah, I feel like it was a lot happened. I was really appreciative of T.S. Madison as a host. I think she did a good job.
Yes.
For what she was doing and what she was dealing with, because it was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I appreciate T.S. Madison. She did a good job as a host. She was funny when she needed to be, and then when she didn't need to be funny, when she was asking the questions.
Yeah, I think she asked a lot of questions that we pretty much
so
wanted to hear. We all know the turkey base of the whole thing was Jaylon, because Jaylon said a lot of shady shit
to everybody and about everybody.
And I think that when people turn around, it reminds us of the Real Housewives of Atlanta when Kim was saying things and everybody was kind of confronting her because it was her moment for everybody to confront. I think everybody. Yes.
I think that's the whole point of the reunion, for everybody to confront you for what you said. Like, you said something about my baby. Let me talk to you about your opinion. You know, that kind of thing. It's that's the whole point. That's the whole point of even watching it.
I hate when people jump into, and they're not gonna jump on me. It's like, no, honey, just take accountability of your actions. And
and that's what Jaylon was doing. He was like, you know, everybody y'all always try to gang up on me, but you say things about everybody. Mm-hmm. When you said, I'm trying to work these girls this season, that was shady.
Exactly.
You trying to say it's not shady. You trying to be like, I'm just saying that I want to help everybody. I want to do this. Okay, you can help people without being like, yeah, I'm going to work these girls.
It's basically what I said about Q. And I feel like he falls in that category.
Birds of a feather.
Is that they say they're naturally shady people. Mm-hmm. So even when they think they're not being shady, they're being shady. And I think a person like that can be too self-centered to really not get it.
Yeah.
Like, I think some people it's like, I really gotta tell you that's rude. I really gotta tell you that's shady.
I really gotta do all this extra work.
Like, if I gotta tell you that, like, you're too much into yourself, and I think that you really need to get a reality
And the thing is, you have to notice what you're saying. And it seemed like even when T.S. Madison was like, when you said, sweetie, I watched the show. Mm-hmm. I watched the show.
Yeah.
So you were being shady. That was shade. That was queen shade. That was queen kind of shade.
And he still would deny it. But like I said, when you're a naturally shady person,
him and Q, both of them.
Exactly. But I feel like with those people who are naturally shady, these are mostly insecure people that usually does this to put people down to make themselves feel better. So it shows the insecurities at the end. If you really do set out there to put a person down, that is who you are as a person. And it's like, it's not a cute thing.
At all.
It's not a beautiful thing. So that's one thing. And I don't know, I just hate when they have these reunions and no one gets nothing resolved, no one gets a clear understanding. And I feel like none of them have, especially when which Gardini came, it all went to hell. But I feel like
because it was kind of, there was a little bit of aggression, but it felt like it was calm. And then as soon as Gardini came in, it just went 0 to 75, 80, 100.
Yeah.
It went straight to 100.
But let's stay on Jaylon right now, because he eventually got into a camera because he keep on he says things, but it's like, honey, that's not true.
Yeah, like when he said with Cameron about, I'm not friends with none of y'all, and it's like, but we talk.
Yeah.
I don't talk to you every day, but we talk.
Yeah, like
you don't talk to your best friend every day. You don't talk to friends every day, but they still your friends.
Yeah. So that was very, very shocking for him to say that and everything. And I never seen Cameron get so upset. I would say excited, but I can say that too.
Yes, he went in on that.
He was like, "Bitch, don't play with me."
I was like, okay.
I really had to have my church fan, the church fan.
Okay. It's hot. I'm gonna turn the fan on. It's hot. But yeah, it was he did that.
Like, he was really upset. I guess the point is, you heard when you feel like you're friends with someone and when they're trying to downplay you. Because like I say, this is my problem with people. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I think I mentioned it on the podcast before, is where I'm
you
from.
Done with those?
I don't know. I might eat some more. I don't know.
Okay. You want no water?
Yeah, water.
All right, I'm bringing one. Go ahead.
Can you get a little cup for him? Because he's going to probably need some.
Okay, I got you. I'll be back. Keep talking.
But also, you guys, I hate when people speak in general, especially when you're on a reunion. I think just in general, if you're trying to get your point across, and the people that you're talking about is in the room, and let alone in that group setting, I think you need to pinpoint of who you're talking about. Because my thing is, when I was in school and someone was like, yeah, because I beat everybody up in this class, and I'd be like, okay, so who? I'm that person that got that little church finger that a person put up when they trying to use a restroom. I'm like, who? I need to know. And I feel like I didn't like that during the show. So it was like everybody calling these hoes and all that. It's like, I need to know who you're talking about, because I didn't thought we came here to be cute. If we was coming here to be real, let's be real and say who we're talking about. And I think that was mostly my issue, because that it got very misconstrued. And so when he said that, I'm quite sure that's when Cameron was like, wait, hold on, you're saying that you don't talk to nobody on this couch. It's like, me and you talk all the time, so we hang out after we finish taping, you know what I'm saying? So basically he brought up the point that they be smoking. I don't know if he wanted that out there, but
you don't know what the drug laws are in Atlanta.
He brought it up, and I felt like I got that point, but it's just so sad.
It is, but I mean, you know what? I understand.
But it shows you
why he's mad about it.
Person,
Jaylon is.
Yeah,
because that's like, if you guys are, even if y'all are kind of sort of friends, and we have to again, season 2, again, we got to define what friends is, because y'all keep seeming to define it as.
As far as I know, Cameron, if Cameron calls you a friend, for what I've understood,
because he said that him and Devon is not friends.
But if he said him and Jaylon was friends, it's like he really thought that they were friends.
Yeah,
and I think that's just what it is at the end of the day.
Ooh, that fresh water when it's cold. But yeah, it's like, if I'm seeing you as my friend, then you're my friend. And for you no, that's that from his mouth, because he had water. Okay. He was drinking that water. He enjoyed. Mm-hmm. But yeah, when, like you said, he considers you his friend, and for you to be like, we're not actually friends. I don't know about all that. It's like, so
I'm not saying that they're best friends and like me.
No, we know that.
We're okay, let's just pick a general friend that we're friends with, but we don't talk to each other like that. Of course I'm not gonna say it on here, but I can get that aspect, but some people just don't know. You never know that you wasn't their friend.
Yeah,
I got one person that I'm actually, me and her was trying to become friends, even though because some people are full jump and be like, oh, we best friends. I'm like, oh no, we not.
Are you talking about Mariah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And and it's like, you still got a test run. I gotta do a background check.
I gotta know you.
I gotta get some references numbers, meaning that when I get to know you, meaning the people that you hang around, confirming what you're saying is facts.
Yeah.
Because some people tell you a whole win, and then they be, you get around their family members and their other friends, and it's just be like, honey, that is not adding up. So that's what I mean by references. I really had to get into that. So maybe that was the same thing for Jaylon. He felt like, me and you're cool. We're not really friends like that. So I think that's just what it is. And sometimes it hurts, because especially when you thought you was really friends. But in my situation that I'm having, I am dealing with a situation like that, where now I have to tell the person to say, look, we're really not friends like that. Like, I'm cool with you, but at the same time, it's like, I don't ever see us being friends. And, and I think that's just where I want to part ways with it.
Yeah.
And, now, that's my experience. So by that saying, if Jaylon felt that way about Cameron, I think maybe he should have let him know instead of let him find out in front of a bunch of people.
But then again, he probably never said, because sometimes you don't really say, oh, we're best friends, or we're friends. Sometimes you don't say that to people. You just assume. You just are. Y'all just been cool for a minute. So y'all just go on that. So, I mean, I get it. But I can also see, like, being mad about that. Because it's like, well, if we weren't friends, why did we, like, we smoking together, we hanging out, we doing all these other things. Yeah,
if I'm going somewhere, you always asking if I'm going. I think that is a very defining level of friendship. If I'm calling you, like, what you doing?
Yeah.
I'm about to hang out with you.
And you'd be like, where you going? You really, going here? I'm going to come hang out with you then. Let's do it.
If that ain't friends, like, a person like, well, don't be in my company if you really don't mess with me like that. Cool is when y'all somewhere end up, like, like, I went to the club and I saw you. Oh, okay. Well,
and be like, hey, how you doing?
I'm not calling you to check every time, and that's what
even once. I don't know.
Implying that every time, So I felt bad about that situation. Now his situation with Montel, I guess it went back to the boyfriend situation,
which I'm kind of confused. So I heard it. So basically what Montel said was on their first meeting, you're trying to put my boyfriend to work. You're not even trying to meet me. Like, we're supposed to be meeting, talking, getting to know each other because we're going to be on the show. Yeah. And you sitting there, where's your boyfriend? Is he in the car? I got a job for him. That's what you're doing. Mm-hmm. You're sitting there doing that. Not getting to know me first. Not running it by me, because we're supposed to be cool. We're supposed to be trying to be cool, right? So I can get why Montel is mad. Still confusing. It's just like, it seems like the boyfriend was the real problem.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't really I really wouldn't have gotten mad because at the end of the day, if he's trying to make my man some money, I mean, go right ahead at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, if I'm trying to get to know you, like, I mean, where are we now? That I don't really need to know you like that. I mean, I'll meet you on the show. Is he getting paid? Exactly. I'll meet you on the show. So I don't even think where.
And just know, listen, if he's not getting paid, that's a storyline.
Now let's work this storyline. Point where it's like, okay,
it's kind of disrespectful upon the first meeting. It's kind of disrespectful on the first meeting. You're just like, oh, hey, is your boyfriend in the car? Because I need to talk to him. Because I got a job for him. Mm-hmm. That's kind of like, if you're doing that,
a person being shady and don't know that they're being shady.
These are truths. Mm-hmm. Facts are facts.
So I get that point with him. Also, I don't think he really had a problem with Devon. I think what theirs was, they were trying to both keep it cute with each other.
Who?
Devon
and Jaylon. I think so, because the last season was a lot, and I feel like it dragged on too long.
Yeah, so I think that's where they was trying to keep it cute and stuff like that, and so it was kind of straining to watch it, because at the end of the day, it was like they were trying so hard
to keep the storyline going
and trying to not to get into it.
Bro, that catfish storyline lasted too long. That should have been 2 episodes tops. Y'all have it for
really.
But yeah, it seemed like they were really trying too hard, but y'all still had beef. But y'all trying not to have beef, but y'all still have beef.
Well, my point is, honestly, I think the point is,
if Jaylon calm down,
mouth is reckless. Like, it's really reckless. And I think that where I'm from, the stuff that he's saying, a person gonna be like, look, let's fight, because you're not gonna be talking to me like where I'm from, words matter of what you say out your mouth. And you gotta watch what you say and stuff like that. And I think that he throwing that out, I'm a boss, I'm making money and stuff like that, that doesn't mean that you need to go around talking crazy to anybody or being rude. Mm-hmm. I don't think that should define of your behavior. And I think that that's what people are using nowadays. Yes, it does cost to be the boss, and if you got the money, you can do whatever you want to do and treat people in any kind of way. But if that's
not really, even when you're a boss, not really, you shouldn't.
Yeah, you shouldn't. But
for morale,
some do.
Yeah, they do.
And I think that if this is the kind of behavior that you think that this is okay, this is acceptable, I mean, that's just That's just horrible. And I hate one thing they kept on saying is, I wanted people to see me in a good light this season. Well, just be a good person.
I mean, it's that easy. It takes nothing. It's free. It's free.
I have no idea why people say that. Y'all paying me to be a bad light. It's like, okay, it's the same thing with Eric Toa Hakeem. Well, when the shit is played out, I mean, you did. No, didn't you?
I mean, we were seeing it. I saw it.
Thank you. They say on production are only gonna do what you give them. So you have given them that. It's so much. And then with Q and J-Long, because basically this reunion was about J-Long.
It really literally was, if you think about it. Like, from beginning to end, it was about, so how do you feel about J-Long? How do you feel about this situation with J-Long? Mm-hmm. And then it was like J-Long kept talking and talking and talking. And
we heard him talking all day. So it was basically like he was the star of the show. Because like I say, he said the most shadiest things. Now, it's ridiculous. Now, I don't even know if it can be that long because, I mean, this episode was going to be that long because it wasn't really that much to go off. It was just
about really wasn't
getting things not resolved.
Yeah.
And I guess the coup d'etat,
coup d'etat.
No, it's coup d'etat. That's what they call
it on Big
Brother. On Big Brother, the coup d'etat. No, the coup d'etat, yeah, because he had accidentally pronounced it coup d'etat.
Yeah, it's coup d'etat. But I get you. Sorry. No, go ahead.
Stuck in my head.
I know.
After he said it wrong, and it was just so funny. No,
get your butt.
Was the fight at the end? Now,
yeah.
No, wait, hold on. We can hold on. We're not there yet because we got to get to when Gardini came. Because when Gardini came, that's when J-Long went to 0 to 100 real quick.
He did. Well, okay. First of all, okay. Let's see. What was it? Okay. Cameron got mad. Who's the other one that got mad at J-Long? Montel got mad at J-Long. Cameron got mad at J-Long. It felt like you said, Devon was trying so hard to create this we're cool vibe. Yeah. I saw what he said. He said this, and it was, but we had a genuine conversation, and he told me this and that, and it's like,
it's kind of like a thing where it's like, I don't fuck with you, but I'm a try to respect you.
I'm gonna be cool. Long as you're cool, I'm cool.
It's like you don't really like them, you're just trying to respect them. And I think that's just the point. They probably agreed to not step on this. They realized, like, we will never be cool. We just like oil and water. It's not going to mix. So by that being said, at least let's respect each other out here in public. So we don't have to give these girls nothing to go along with.
Yeah.
Now, when Gardini came in there late by
the way.
And I actually liked his hair. It was very, very pretty.
The pink? Yeah, it was cute. It's a cute shade. It was like a strawberry blonde or something pink. It was really pretty.
Cotton candy, I think.
It was really pretty.
Mm-hmm. And they were going at it.
It's just like soon as Gardini came in, that's what
like,
it went 0 to 50.
And all that.
I went to get my lipo and I couldn't get it. I know now not to go to that same doctor. It's like, okay. We're starting.
Those girls was back and forth. And one thing I know about Libras, when they snap, it's not really ways to calm them down.
Yeah.
You might as well just leave the room because it's just like they're going to go on and on and on and on and on. And it's basically going to be talking about. So they basically was going back and forth. Of course, Gardini talked about him not having his license.
Cosmetology.
I can't even pronounce it correctly.
It's okay. I do that sometimes too. I'll be like, I know it.
I'm going to just jump over it. And they were going back and forth at it, and it was a lot. Now during this situation, they had I had to move because he was.
No, I'm saying him. It's like, wait a minute.
They had Devon finally got on cue, which he been was after the whole time, and then the boyfriend got up.
Oh yeah, that's what. Okay. No, I remember now why he was mad at Q. Because Q said something about Stacey Adams. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
I remember they went to Devon's boyfriend went to address him during that party, and Devon was like, "We don't need to be worried about these people,
these hoes."
Yes. And so that's why I think the boyfriend is mad. And he probably said some other shady things.
He said, "Get your butt off that. I'm not playing with you."
And he probably said some other shady things behind the scenes because he's Q's shady. Q's shady.
And he had eventually, well, he probably said something on his radio station we didn't know about too. He probably said that.
You know what?
And then it was that thing where when they first met, the boyfriend and Q and Devon, when he was like, "Yeah, you're supposed to be on your boyfriend. I mean, on your boyfriend's side and all that." So Q did a lot of things. So, baby, they were going at it. It felt like I said, from Love and Hip Hop, Jocelyn and Stevie J
versus Mimi.
Yeah.
No, when it was No Neck and
Benzino. He's a Cancer, by the way. Yes.
He acts like it.
No, it was ridiculous.
I found out that Tashina Arnold, Pam from Martin.
You told me that. I don't know why you keep on forgetting that you told me.
I was telling them.
Okay, I would say, girl, you already told me.
It's him. Oh, and Lance Gross is also a Cancer.
Who's Lance Gross? Girl.
Early 2000s heartthrob Lance Gross, sweetie. I'm gonna show you. We deserve to know who this is. Hold on.
You just took a little small nap and now you acting up, Kubo. Stop it.
He is excited. But yeah. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
But they were going at it. And I really wish I would have seen some kind of fight. All that.
Yeah.
And they was just removing them and all that. Oh, I already know that. Oh, I forgot his name. I'm sorry. I know who that is. That's the one who played on House of Pain.
Yeah, he's a Cancer too.
Yeah, I know.
He's
My
gorgeous.
coworker is obsessed with him.
He's gorgeous.
She actually met him in Houston and got a picture with him.
I want to meet him for various reasons.
Oh, Lord. Whatever, girl. But these girls just couldn't get together. It was just all over the place, reunion. So it's like we didn't know which way to start with it, even us reviewing it.
Yeah.
But
we fighting.
It was a long time.
Oh, we fighting. This a fight. No.
Go sit your ass up.
No, it's cool. We fighting. We beefing. But yeah. Okay. So the Gardini situation was funny. Gardini said some funny things, especially that scam.
A scam, recognize a scam.
Yes, that was hilarious. That was all I needed from Gardini and everybody else on the show. That's it. You don't have to give me nothing else. But let's see. Besides that, it was. Oh, now are you ready to do the fight? Are you ready to do the fight?
We was already done the fight.
Okay, well, we're gonna do it some more. Let's go ahead.
Where you was too busy playing with Kubo.
I sure was. But I feel like what's going on? Your glass thing fell out?
Yeah, I need a new pair.
Yes, you do.
I'm buying other frames.
Okay.
It's only $10 at Walmart.
Okay. But yeah. The fight was, we were talking about it because I mentioned why he fought Q. Which, I mean, it feels kind of like a minor situation if it's like the Stacey Adams comment. That's so long ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it feels like that should be minor. You should be over that, but he's not. So, how do you feel about that? Like, how do you feel about him not liking Q and him and the boyfriend getting ready to fight Q and all that?
Me personally, I don't think you're a nasty,
No, grab the thing. You have to grab the thing to spray on it.
What is that?
It's in the closet again. I put it back. You have to grab the thing from the spray.
Get your ass on. Shit. He ain't gonna get beat.
Oh, Lord. It's on the floor. You good? That's cool. That's enough. You about to hurt yourself. But yeah, I feel like I feel like this season finale was not bad, but it wasn't amazing. I feel like they focused too heavily on things that Jaylon did when there are so many other things that we needed to focus on and needed to talk about, and it was yeah. So I guess we're done, huh?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, because I feel like we did kind of talk about how you did mention how you felt about it. You said that what did you say again?
Ask the viewers.
Girl, all right.
Oh Lord, I'm biting on my. He got a big mouth. Like his mouth is big.
I see. He is just that nap reinvigorated anything that he felt like doing. But all right, you guys. I feel like the same. Really, like I feel like. It was, like I said, it's old. So why are we still mad about that? You know, like, I feel like you should have dealt with that situation before. Why are you still mad about him saying something about your boyfriend's shoes? And let's be really honest. Well, you know what? I forgot. Atlanta is kind of like how California is, and where everybody has to have all the nice, expensive things. Everybody has to have name brands. Everybody has to have this. You have to be a stunt queen almost, basically. And, you know, it's worse for our community because, you know, we're all about, oh, you're wearing Walmart. You know, that kind of thing. You know, so it's like, you have a lot of stuff like that going on and everything.
And so, I think you should not be, like I said, look, wear what you like. And,
it's just like, you know what? I can respect Tammy because she didn't wear expensive things until now. Now that she can afford it and is at that place where she can do these things, she wears that. Like, I respect anybody who goes, okay, I didn't have it. I'm not finna fake like I have it. I'm gonna buy what that's how I am. I'm like, if I'm gonna buy something expensive, it's because I have the money to buy it and I like it. I'm not gonna just buy name brand just because it's name brand. It doesn't make sense. If I don't like it, what would be the point of buying it? You know? So that's how I feel like that's how personal style should be, where you buy what you can get and what you like, but not because it's name brand, but because it's nice and because you know it's a good quality. So I feel like we have to really break ourselves out of that, like this mindset of has to be expensive.
I don't know what he had found.
I don't either. What you found? But all right, you guys, that was our review of the season finale of Chasing Atlanta, season 2. The reunion, technically, yeah, it's the reunion. Any final thoughts? Anything you would like to add?
No, but I know they're doing the Dallas one that's supposed to be really coming out.
I hope it's interesting. It looks like it could be good.
We'll see
hopefully.
We'll see if we're going to
I saw the trailer a little bit, and it looks like it could be interesting. Possibly. I don't know. It might not be as interesting as Atlanta, because Atlanta's all about stunt queens, and I don't know what the Dallas gays are like. I don't know if they're going to be as... you know what? They're gay. They will be. So anyways, yeah, it's going to be interesting. We'll see.
All right, you guys.
All right, you guys. This was fun. We finally got it done. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it took us a while, you guys. We work a lot, and we do so much things.
It only took us a week.
No, it did not.
But, all right, you guys. This is Oh Lord.
And this is Tied On.
And this is the TL show. We're just some tired heffas. He's done. What? He's not doing it.
Oh, he makes some noise.
I believe it.
Like, oh Lord.
Bye, guys.
Some aggravating noises.